Christ. Heat cultura. Heat cultura. Heat cultura. I have a headache. My head. It hurts. It hurts right now. Did I eat? Yeah, I did eat. I had some tacos. Sponsored by Koyo Taco. So what's up? How are you? I'm doing just fine, right? Are you not entertained? I mean, I wrote like on this napkin because I was looking around for paper and there was no paper around me, and like I draw and there's no paper. I draw and there's no paper around. There's no paper. So I got this napkin and then I just wrote all over it. Like all the thoughts that were coming. Like just, it was like, that's bad taste in what's going on. I'm sorry. I apologize. Forgive me. Support Ukraine. What the fuck is wrong with Russia? I don't know. We don't know. This shit is fucked. This team. I told you before. If you listen to this for the first time, if you're listening to this podcast for the first time, first of all, Heat Cultura is the name of this podcast. Heat Cultura is the name of this podcast, okay? That's the name. I am Studio Mogura, Mogura. You can find me at Studio Mogura, Mogura, on Twitter and Instagram. We are a comic, film, and animation think tank based out of Miami, Florida. And, I have a lot of, I like to debate. And I like to ramble. And I like to rant, as the ex-girlfriend, so politely informed me. The cat is insisting, so you might hear her in the background. The other cat, you might hear Katniss perverting. My first little mama. Okay, she's looking at me. Oh my god, she scares me. Okay, so I just, I know this is a great team. This is a great team. Look, let's establish this right now. Hold my hand. Give me your hand. Give here. Give it to me. Just give it to me. Just listen. Shh. Just listen. Just listen to me. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. I'm telling you, Katniss. I'm telling them, come on. How can you say that? It is gonna be okay, Mama. I know this one stung because there was a little, there is something going on between the West and the Heat. I mean, I don't know if it's like this with other teams. I gotta imagine it is, and I'm just making this shit up, and they're singling me out, and the team, and the city, and blah, 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 blah. Sorry. My bad. I'm sorry. But Mama, I'm talking here, I know you want to get your opinion in, but you gotta wait. It's gonna build up. Okay? Good. You saw what happened with Devin Booker in the Suns game. You saw that. And you saw it tonight. Karl Anthony Towns and Bam, we're going at it. But really hard Harder than you would. I have never seen a game like where dudes are like literally shoving each other, okay? And no fouls are being called. What is going on with the refs? NBA has gone insane. Push aside this year. Think back, not to last year, not to the bubble, before the bubble. Whatever that was. I don't even remember. But let's just think we do, okay? Think back to that time. You know, you saw way more fouls back then than you're seeing right now. You want to, part of me wants to kind of be happy because, yeah, like, look, when there's fouls and there's fouls and there's fouls and there's fouls, it just gets a little bit tiring, You want to find the happy medium, You want to find the the zone, the middle ground, that little, that like makes you like, okay, enough fouls are being called. Sure, I get it. They're good fouls being called, not cheap fouls. I get it. That's what we want. We want that. But this year has been holy mother of God. These guys went out, had a meeting, and were like, look, no more fouls. Fuck it. That's literally the meeting. It was not like, let's talk about it, Judy. Oh, I don't know. Maybe think. No, sure. No, come on, that's why you did. No. It wasn't even that. They just like opened the door and like, hey, we're just like not doing fouls, right? Yeah, fuck that shit. Okay, cool, bye. What are we doing? Come on, man. There should be a little bit, I get not calling fouls and being more aggressive and, let's see this guy because they're men and athletes and we must see them at their, their peak of performance. I get it. Let's do it. But fucking ain't call a foul, bro, because that shit was a foul. I mean, I thought someone was going to get hurt. Not because, you stepped on my foot or bumped knees. No, because someone was going to pull out a knife and stab somebody. I mean, that was my next expectation to see. What are we doing? What is the NBA doing? What are they trying to achieve with this? Are they seriously trying to, I'm telling you, man, well, I'm not telling you. I don't want to tell you anything. I'm sorry. I apologize. That's a little bit kind of aggressive and, well, almost borderline disrespectful. I don't want to tell you anything. But I just want to say, that shit's a little crazy. It's a powder keg too. It's like it's percolating. It's like you're building a little bomb here. That at some point in the playoffs, when shit's on the line, don't tell me in the playoffs now they're gonna start calling fouls. What are we gonna do? I don't know. There's going to be, hopefully I remember this, but at the end of this, the rant of CULTURA, I think I'm going to close it out with a segment called I Don't Know. Because I realize I say I don't know a lot. And I'm sorry, I apologize. So let's just get right into this, Look, the first thing that really stood out to me that happened right after the game that, Eric Reed and Crotty were saying were that, Minnesota's 7th seed. Okay? So they're trying to get into the playoffs. The Heat are already in the playoffs. Well, we're in the playoffs. Okay? If we lose all fucking 10 games, Jesus Christ, heaven forbid that happens. But, come on. Even if we go it's 13 games to 6 and 7, whatever, we're in. We're in, okay? So we're cruise. We don't got that that monkey on the back, We don't got that gnawing at your head, But they do. Minnesota has that. Minnesota has that we need to get in. We need to So they're that much more, hungry. That just little bit much more of hunger. That was just that much more for the Heat. But then that says something else about the the Phoenix game, which is still haunting my fucking soul, man. Waking up at night in cold sweats and shit. That makes me wonder if the West is still better than the East, bro. That makes me really wonder it. I mean, and I know these guys beat Phoenix last year, dude. I know it, but I don't know, man. That was a really interesting paliza, I feel. Like, that was a paliza, like, this ass kicking feels more different than usual. So it's just stained me. It's made me like, not trust anyone. I don't trust anyone now. Trust no one. That's what I wrote down here. Trust no one. Can we trust Hero? Can we trust Strus? I want to so bad. We've come this far with them, man, you know? It's been a great season. Regardless of whatever happens in the playoffs, man, you know, look, man, we've seen fucked up shit happen to teams, bro. There should be no reason that you want to think about blowing this team up or anything, bro. We got good players. We got a great roster. The thing that really makes this team beautiful, dude, is that these guys have been around together for a long time, and that's when you know that's how you build a championship team. A really good team sticks together. You know? Look at Tom Brady and Bill Belichick, man. You know, for a while there, it was them controlling the entire NFL for a long time. Yeah, until Tom Brady left, and we saw, okay, wait a minute, no, this motherfucker ain't shit without this guy. Sorry. But in that time, at least we thought that. Robinson, bro. You know what I really wrote here? I wrote, Robinson, get the fuck out. But then I wrote over here on the other side, I said, you know what? That game should have ended with Strus, Robinson, Hero, Bam, and Lowry. You know? Because Hero and Strus went out there and they made it happen, you know. I'm sorry. You can't kill him. I mean, like, I know I can kill him. We could kill him. We should kill him for the end of that game. Missing easy-ass shots like that. Perfect fucking, like, views. Come on. Those are the ones you need to make. That's the shit that I'm fucking riding Robinson all about. You know? But you have to put him out there, bro. I know he pisses me off and he drives us all insane, but he's got to be out there. You got to put him out there with these other guys that shoot just as nasty as he does. But I don't know if that would have mattered, man, because to be honest with you, man, like the one thing that stood out to me about Minnesota was their size. One thing that stood out to me about Phoenix was their size. Size matters. Matters more than ever, I think, today. Size. It's not like before, bro, where, like, you know, I grew up and I saw old NBA, just like I saw old NFL. You know, and like, back then, it's like, you didn't have centers taking freaking three-pointers. That was like a novelty act. You know, that was like some shit you saw in the circus. They're all fucking there taking threes, bro. They're out there fucking dribbling, doing the Dirk. The Dirk is like a dance move now, you know? The Dirk is a move. He's got to fucking copyright that shit. You know? Everyone's doing the Dirk. Real big fish, real big Dirk. $13 games are left, bro. 13. Can you believe that shit? 13. I don't know. I thought there was like 20 or some shit, bro. But there was. 7 fucking games ago, I guess. Did you see how many people were there tonight? Like, I'm sure there were other stars there that I didn't see, but there were a lot of people out there watching the Heat tonight, bro. Why would the fuck they go see the Minnesota fucking, you know, Timberwolves and shit? What the fuck is that? Like, what is that? Why? I get why I know Alex Rodriguez is out there because he fucking, you know, he's got a stake in that shit, but why the fuck is Kanye West out there? Is he playing tonight? Is he fucking got a show somewhere? Is Kanye West going to be at a drum and bass party tonight? Because fuck him. I don't know what to tell you. I've never heard his music. Can you believe that shit? I mean, I know that. I'm sure I have because it's, you know, it's everywhere. I just don't recognize it. But I don't know. Whatever. I don't know what to tell you. I'm sure he's a good producer. You like that? Were they starstruck tonight? I mean, Kanye West was sitting right next to the goddamn fucking Heat bench. He was like, I'm part of the Heat. Did you see the girl that he's with? I thought that was Kim Kardashian. Was that Kim Kardashian? Because that didn't look like Kim Kardashian. I mean, that looked like Kim Kardashian, but it wasn't Kim Kardashian, right? I mean, I'm not crazy. I mean, I know I don't listen to the music, but you know who these people are because it's just everywhere, dude. It's unavoidable, dude. So, like, I mean, I know of Kim Kardashian from back in the day and Kanye West. I know I've seen their rise, but I avoid to listen to them. You know, I try as much as I can. But that wasn't Kim Kardashian, right? I mean, I'm not an expert. But that looked like Kim Kardashian. Is that weird? Should we be like, yo, is that weird? Or is that okay? Like dating some chick that looks exactly like your ex? Or is it that you just got like, oh, I got a particular taste. This is my flavor. I don't know. I feel like if I did that, like, and you know, and the girl saw you, like, you know, she'd be like, you're a fucking weirdo. I know my ex would totally fucking, like, she would think I'm psychotic. But I know I can agree with him, because, like, you know, I love brunettes. You know, and I love, like, you know, I get it. So, but, I mean, I thought that was Kim Kardashian, dude. That was just weird. But whatever. It's fine. Hero needs patience, man. You can tell that, like, he saw the stars, he saw Kanye, he saw the shit, he saw everything. Carl Anthony Towns was trying to give him a one-up. Hey, what? Good game, bro. Yeah, and trying to give him a was and pat him on the back. And Hero ignored him for, like, 3 fucking minutes, bro. Because Hero was, like, saying, hey, what's up? To, like, every single star that was sitting in the front row. You know, was Hero just too much in the moment? Did he get caught up? I mean, because they're going to be bigger motherfucking goddamn stars in the playoffs, bro. Let me tell you something. If the Heat get deep, bro, I mean, people are going to come out to see the Heat. I mean, tomorrow, everybody's going to wake up and see that Kanye West was at the game. Did he have a good time? Remember what I told you about Hero in LA and LeBron? Remember what I told you? How tempting that is? You know, the entertainment industry out there? You know, what if, like, Kanye West is like, hey, Hero, why don't you come out and listen to my record at my place in LA? What are you going to do? No, please, Hero, don't go out there. Stay here and do something here. No, man. That's not going to happen. What has to happen is we have to bring the stars here. And when they're here, you got to keep them here. Kanye West was gone with like 3 minutes left in the game, bro. I didn't see him in the seats. You know? I'm pretty sure he had to move because of security reasons, blah, whatever. You know, but there were a lot of people in the thing, and like Hero was like saying, right, all of them. But Kanye West was gone. He was gone. He didn't stay for that game. He didn't stay to see that ass whipping. He's like, I'm not going to stay here. I came here to see a win. He's gone. You think he's going to come back? Would you come back? Or would you go see the fucking Lakers? Well, maybe he doesn't want to go see the Lakers, you know? Because, you know, she'll be there. Man, that fucking Minnesota was chanting airball at the very end, bro. This juice, bro. That better piss him for the fuck off. Or no, they were chanting, I'm sorry, to Lowry. It was to Lowry. Because Lowry was talking trash all fucking night long. This team likes to talk. And I'm all here for I'm here for it. I love it. I love it. I want it. I need that. But you can't get caught up in the moment. You trash talk to win, not to lose. Okay? You don't need trash talking in the fucking goddamn first quarter, second quarter and shit. Even though, I'm sorry, it was a little bit of a fucking rough game. And that's the ref's fault. Completely the ref's fault. But if you're going to trash talk, you better fucking win. You better win. And you better fucking win in front of fucking all these stars. That wasn't a good look, bro. These are opportunities not only for the Miami Heat, but for Miami, man. You see, you're not understanding. There's no entertainment industry in Miami. You know, they might film some fucking Telemundo, show here and there. But when you're going to film a movie and there's a scene in Miami, you think they come out here and fly out here? You better believe they do. Do they film out here? I don't think so, buddy. It's very rare, few and far between. You know what they do? They take the budget. Then let's go, we're going to go out there and film. They go out here and they party. Run up the bill. And they fucking go back home and they film everything in a fucking soundstage. And while they're partying here, they take a fucking camera and they're like, oh yeah, pay some fucking guy to fly around and take like shots of the city, just give me a couple shots of this building and just landscape, get the fuck out of here, let's go. But close-up shots, like I'm chilling at this fucking restaurant and shit, you think they're fucking doing it here in Ocean Drive? Get the fuck out of here. They just build a fucking set in LA. Build a fucking set in Atlanta. They might as well film that shit in New York, bro. And on all those places, you're paying like state fucking taxes up the ass. And even here, you're not paying state taxes. But nobody wants to come here because, we've got an insane fucking governor que está de pinga. Él está de pinga. And this fucking shit is starting to look like fucking, whoa, bro. Are we going to have to be like fucking start worrying about fucking shit here in Miami? Because, this is a fucking progressive liberal city, dude. As much as you want to think that, and as much as you see the Republicans and conservatives, man, when people come out to vote, this shit's blue. Everything else is red, but this shit's blue. How are you going to keep these guys here if all you can lure them with is like Disney World and fucking free, state taxes? No, we don't charge you state taxes. So you get to keep a lot more of your money. Oh, that's great. Well, what else is there to do? What else is there to do? Oh, there's nothing. You don't want to go out there too far. Fucking get eaten by an alligator. Shit, man. Fuck. Why is it called Alligator Alley? You don't want to know, buddy. The fuck, man? How are we going to keep him here? He's hungry, man. He just needs to calm down. He just needs to focus. He needs to settle down and he's going to get into really big battles, bro. If he's going to win it this year. It's going to be like Hero versus Trae Young. It's going to be like Hero versus fucking like whoever the fuck else is Tatum and shit. Even though, it's even Bam against Tatum. It's going to be like everybody just needs to fucking chill on this team. We got the tools, man. We can make it happen. But we got to make it happen, bro. And we can't fluster up these games. I want to see us win these close games. I want to see us win these games. We got to win these games. We got to have some kind of finishing move. And I know you're going to say, well, Jimmy Butler wasn't fucking playing. I don't want to fucking hear that, bro. Jimmy Butler didn't fucking play for like fucking 10, 15 fucking games. Like a whole month. And we fucking kicked a lot of ass then. What happened to that? The volume has been turned up if you can't fucking hear me. It's been turned up. It's the end of the season. 13 games left. People are fighting for their jobs right now. Some motherfuckers, we ain't going to make it to the playoffs. We might not be on this team next year. Some motherfuckers will be like, we got to get into the playoffs or else we might not be on this team next year. And we're like, we're in the playoffs. We'll worry about it when we get there. Fuck, man. I just got a text from my mom saying that tomorrow's fucking Calle Ocho. I totally forgot. Fuck. I did not goddamn go to the supermarket. I have nothing here. I'm alone. Trapped. And surrounded by Calle Ocho. Shit balls on a stick. Do I have food here? I have a piece of chicken. I think I have a little bit of jasmine rice. I'm gonna make it. I'll be good. Do the cats have food? Oh my god. Do the cats have food? Yes. Okay, the cats have food. We're okay. We're good. Yeah, we're good. That's how it is when it comes to Calle, man. It's not like a fun deal, bro. I've lived here almost 20 years, dude. It's not a fun deal. Okay? It's not a fun deal. That shit's like a wave of humanity encircling you, in terror and fear. I have video somewhere. I'm gonna dig it up of like I went out there like literally just to film one time. And I was like, I'm just gonna film. So it was like literally I will open my door and they're right at my doorstep. I'm like, oh, Cayocho. Like there was another time where I was sleeping and I was tired as fuck. It's in the middle of in the middle of like my job season and like I'm like sleeping, and then all of a sudden, and that shit woke me up. Oh, what the fuck? And then I look at my window and I see a fucking dude on a motorbike do a fucking backflip, like literally like right out my window, like hey, what the fuck? And I'm like, what the fuck? And I go look out my window and they had set up like a fucking like a ramp where the Moto X guys were like doing backflips in the fucking parking lot of Walgreens. It's like, what the fuck? And there was another time I walked out and I was like, like again one of those walked out, it's Cayocho shit, and there people are like fucking all dancing, girls shaking your asses like literally right outside your door and shit. And like I see my neighbor, hey, hola señora. She's like, hey, vecino, and she's out there fucking shaking it and stuff. And I go out there like, just let me record some shit. And I go try to record, and there's like a fucking concert like right behind my fucking. They set up a fucking huge stage right behind my fucking apartment. And it's like, oh, cool, thank you for letting me know. I appreciate that. And the fucking guy, and then the guy, and then like, I look to my right, and like, there's like people scatter, and it's like, what the fuck? And the guy falls, and he starts fucking convulsing. He took too much ecstasy. He's tripping balls. Give him water. Oh, I'm good. They kept dancing. The best thing about Cayocho and the worst thing about Cayocho is seeing the worst thing about Cayocho, which is walking out of Cayocho at the end of Cayocho. When everybody's all sloppy, fucking drunk and nasty and fucking aggressive and, fucking like fighting and big, all the girls have caught their boyfriends like at Cayocho with other girls, so they're all fighting like, you motherfucker, I'll kill you, that kind of shit. People fucking get stabbed and shit and one of those. I'm sorry. Live or die, man. That's how we gotta be. Live or die, man. With Hero. He's got to take us to the promised land. These are games that he has got to... You could see that he's got enough to score, bro. But people have to support him. Other guys got to make shots, man. It's got to be a barrage thing, man, But they just kind of relied a little too much on Strus and Hero. And then, I would have thrown Duncan Robinson back in there, man. You got to get Duncan Robinson going, bro. I hate his guts, and like I want him to sit. I want other people to take his fucking goddamn minutes, man. But shit, that guy is just it's just too valuable, and he's just not making it fucking happen, dude. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know coming up soon. Not yet. You should be mad about this shit. Even though motherfuckers are gonna tell you, this wasn't a big loss. This is, there's not even a conference opponent, bro. The NBA conferences don't fucking matter, bro. It's best record shit, bro. Best record matters in the finals, man. We've seen it happen. Although I have to say, maybe it was a bigger deal when the format was different, when it was 2-3-2. Maybe it was a big deal then, And that's why we're so affected by that, because we were like the last team to have 2-3-2, I think. After us, they changed it. Or before us, they changed it. I don't know. I don't remember. I know we had something to do with it. Maybe we were the reason they changed it. one jacket, one shoes, or whatever the fuck. You know, they knew that all they had to do was, you know, they went down 0-2, and they knew that all they had to do was win 3 straight at home, which they could totally do, and they did. The Heat, you know, I think 2006, 2008, which one? One of the two. I think I said 2006 last time, but I started thinking it was 2008. But it's 2006. It's 2006. I don't know, man. I know this is a longer than normal podcast. So I try to keep it at 30 minutes, but I'm gonna go a little longer, you know. So it's just, you know, I still got a lot to say. Yeah, 2006. See, I knew it. It's in my heart. It's always in my heart, but I just, you know, you never know sometimes. I don't know, man. Coming up right now. So I don't know. What don't I know? I don't know. Too much Markieff Morris? Not enough Yurt? I don't know. I don't know. Is Dead Man a dead man? I don't know. I don't know. Do you know? Because I don't know. Look, I was glad to see Markieff Morris back, bro. It was really great, man. I didn't think I was going to come back this year. I thought that he would hold him out and, like, sue fucking Jokic at the end of the year in the NBA for all that money that he lost and shit. So, I don't know. But I was very, very happy to see him get in the game and get in there and get him that. But you know what? He had no business being in there in the fourth quarter. You know, like this other guy, the guy in the 10-day contract, man. Like, I keep forgetting his name, and I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. You know? I keep forgetting his name. Highsmith, man. Okay? Highsmith. Highsmith is impressive, man. He's impressive. When he gets put in there, he has numerous defensive plays. Numerous defensive plays. I didn't know he had that 3. Duncan Robinson getting 17 fucking minutes, bro. 17 minutes. You know how many minutes fucking Max Juice had? 30 fucking 1. You know what number he is? 30 fucking 1. You know how many points Duncan Robinson fucking had tonight? Guess. He had 3 motherfucking points. That motherfucker hit one 3. He hit 1 fucking 3 the whole entire game. He had a wide open 3, and you know what happens when he has a wide open 3, right? I mean, did you listen to my last podcast and the one before? You should go listen to, honestly, look, check me out, bro. Look, check out the first podcast, and then the second one, and then this one, okay? Just do that for yourself. Can't leave that guy that cannot be left open. He must be guarded by 3 guys, and he must be taught, you know, to take the goddamn shot with fucking, you know, 8 people around him, because then he'll make it. Fucking come pinga, bro. What the fuck, bro? 17 minutes, 3 points. He had 4 assists. Bro, maybe Duncan Robinson is not a 4. Maybe he should be a point guard, bro. Maybe we should give him the fucking ball and let him handle that shit, because he's got the handles, man. I've seen it. He had a couple really nice assists there, man. But this is bullshit right now with him not making fucking shots, bro. That's his fucking job. What are we going to do? I don't know. Dedmon was great, bro, but, you know, and I like Dedmon a lot because he brings an aggressiveness and he brings a fierceness that this team doesn't have. So let me tell you, we're going to play teams where they're going to get, like, rough and talk shit to us. And Joel Embiid in the playoffs is a force, man, because he's got the cameras around him and he likes to talk trash. And you know how he is, man. I don't care that we fucking whipped their ass a couple nights ago. It's a completely different game. You know it. If you're Heat culture and you're not new culture, if you're old school Heat culture and you've been there since 06, you've been there even further since the 80s, man, like you know. You know what the playoffs are like. It ain't the regular season. Everybody changes. The lights are on everybody, bro. That's why the bubble was so crazy, bro. A lot of people dismiss the bubble, but to me, the bubble was the perfect example of like a controlled environment, and how a controlled environment brings out the best of the best. You know, it brings out, the peak, the pinnacle of everybody, like athletically. That's what it did. You thought you saw like, this was boring because there were no crowd. Who gives a shit? You don't go to a fucking game to see the crowd. What the hell is wrong with you? The crowd's fucking annoying. You go there to see the game. And the bubble was an experiment of the game that you didn't appreciate because you're an asshole. That's a reality. Okay? In the bubble, you basically had LeBron James not doing anything but eat, sleep, and die basketball, bro. Because at least outside of the bubble in the normal world, he can go out to a club at night and kind of forget about basketball. He can go to his kids and like hang out with his kids, like forget about it for a couple minutes. In the bubble, there was nothing but basketball. So you had the best athletes in the world at this game, basically in a controlled environment with no distractions, just the game. You saw the most purest form of basketball. That's where we saw basketball really evolve into this game that it is now. Right before that shit happened, like, Curry had just, the Golden State Warriors, this, LeBron and Cleveland, blah, blah, blah. And then all that was drowned out. All that noise, the distraction, all that was taken away. Taken away. And you put LeBron, you put the best of the best in an environment where all they were meant to do is, hey, just do your job. Don't worry about anything else. Just do your fucking job. And if you don't do your job, we're going to send you back out there into the world where there's this invisible fucking virus killing fucking people. So what are you going to do? Can you imagine those motherfuckers? Okay, at the end of the fucking, at the end when it was just like, the playoffs and shit, and when you would lose, you would literally get kicked the fuck out. Do you know what that would feel like if, like, you're somebody who's, like, really kind of scared about the fucking coronavirus? Like, you're playing in this fucking controlled environment where, like, everything's, like, is the only place in the fucking world that's safe? And then you get kicked out back into a world where it's like people are fucking dying? You think those guys aren't gonna fucking play with their hearts and like be like, I gotta fucking stay here. And then when they bring the families in, they didn't want to end the fucking series so early, but the fucking Heat just broke down, man. Dragic and Bam, Bam fucked up his shoulder stopping the Tatum donkey, as beautiful as it was, as iconic as it is, that fucked him up. That was the beginnings of the fuck up, and then eventually, he couldn't deal with it. Dragic had been playing with that shit all fucking year long, gave up at the end. That's all that happened. But let me tell you, man, the reason why you had the Lakers in there is because you had LeBron James on the Lakers. And he was able to get everybody in line and be like, this is all we're going to do. And that's why that's like the best, Anthony fucking whatever his name is. I keep forgetting so many Anthonys. Carl Anthony Towns, fucking Anthony Davis. That's why he was great. And he hasn't been great since. Because there's distractions. That's why the Heat beat the living shit out of everybody. That's why we gotta believe that we can make it to the fucking end, man. Because when the Heat are playing at their best with no distractions, they beat everybody. That's how they got into the championship game in the bubble. The Heat are like built to be like the best experimental fucking team in basketball, dude. It's set up like the whole system is set up like to be the pinnacle of basketball. Pat Riley runs this shit. You don't think it's not gonna be that way? What's wrong with you? That's why the Heat were in the end, because they have the the conditioning. They have the plays. They have the coaching, the strategies, and they had just enough good players. You don't have the best player, but they have player in the top 5, top 8, something like that. Okay, a couple guys are good and up and comers, young guys, and then they had the rookie. Came out of nowhere, like a star across the sky, an asteroid, a meteorite, falling to the ground, and we find it, and it's still intact. It's this beautiful thing that when you look at it, it's something that, like, we've seen something similar to this before, and what it can produce for us, And we're like, but it's different. It's so young, and it's so vibrant. It's so electric. It's so much, so out. It's like, this guy's kind of a fucking dick, but he's awesome. He's our dick. We like it. Yeah. And some of you want to fucking trade him for what? Fucking Harden? We gonna trade him for fucking LeBron? No, we're gonna trade him for Kevin Durant, and we're gonna trade him for this and for that. You need to shut the fuck up. And you need to go vote. And you need to kick out all these stupid ass fucking corrupt officials in Miami. Okay? So that they can bring back the fucking film industry to Miami. Because that's a big reason why there ain't no film industry. Because those motherfuckers fucked all that shit up. Conservative people are fucking ridiculous, dude. Sorry. Yes. There is a political, connection here. There's a political connection to everything. Everything's connected to politics. How the hell do you think you have your goddamn fucking stadium here? And your game? You think that just pops up out of nowhere? No. Those motherfuckers need a fucking permit. So I don't want to hear this fucking sports and politics are not fucking time. When are you going to be? No. You need to know that shit, you stoop. You need to know that shit. People don't want to hear it. You have to hear it. If you don't hear it, you don't know. And then if you start hearing crazy shit and start hearing into everything, then you fuck yourself up. You gotta hear the right information, bro. You gotta put people in charge that, are here truthfully to help. To make this community better. Not to stage political fights and all this stuff. No. Not to be a dick to everybody, bro. Motherfuckers aren't gonna wanna fucking play here if this place is run by fucking assholes. You hear me? Right? Why would... The only reason you still fucking live here is because you can't afford to fucking leave. If you had the money to just get up and go, would you go? Would you stay in Miami if you had fucking $1 million right now? Would you just chill? I'm gonna go to the beach. That's what you're gonna do? Or would you get the fuck out of here and go to LA, go to fucking Paris, go to fucking, here, there? You're not gonna stay here. You know this city. You could do everything there is to do in this city in 2 weeks. Hell, you can do everything there is to do pretty much in this fucking state in 2 weeks. You go to fucking New York. And you live there 25 fucking years. And you still don't do everything. You still don't see everything. You still find niches here and there and stuff. And that's not to say that Miami doesn't have its niches, because it does. Miami has its beautiful undergrounds. But just people don't know about it. And that's a problem. Especially when you want to keep guys like Tyler Hero here. Guys like Max Struz. Guys like Bam. Guys like, all these guys, man. You got to make them want to live here. You got to bring the stars here so they see him and stuff like that. You got to get them used to that shit. And maybe that was the first time Tyler Hero was maybe Tyler Hero was a huge fan of fucking Kanye West and shit. And it's oh shit, Kanye West came out to see me for the first time. Oh, fuck. Y se cagó los pantalones ahí. But we gotta make it so Kanye West is it's okay, bro, I understand. Everybody gets nervous the first time. I'll be back, bro. I don't know. It's telling me that the maximum amount of segments is 60 minutes, so, where it's at 45. So here's rapid fire time. I don't know. Motherfuckers gotta stay healthy. They gotta fucking rest. Just rest motherfuckers at this point. You know what? Just try and win these games. The games that you gotta win, but you gotta rest guys. So, you know, Butler being out, Martin being out, you gotta do it. You gotta do it. So this is gonna be a nice, tough stretch, but at the same time, look, we had guys out before. We should be able to win these fucking games. Go fuck yourself, okay? And you know, they were talking about there's gonna be a opponent where it's just like they're gonna have like 2 games in the next like fucking 8 days or some fucking bullshit like that. And it's like, hey, you know what? Come up with some fucking new plays, come up with some new lineups, and I want to see this team go big. I want to see this team with Bam, with Markieff Morris, with Yurt, with Dedmon, and with fucking Kyle Lowry out there, you know, or someone else who's got the handle who can score, you know, with Hero or some shit, with Butler. I want to see that lineup, just to see what it looks like, you know, just to see. You put in mix and matching everybody anyways. Nobody is positionless basketball, so who gives a shit? Put fucking 5 centers in that shit and let's see what happens. Bam will score. Dedmon can hit a fucking 3. Yurt, he can fucking score. Bam can run the fucking point. I want to see like a tough guy kind of lineup, you know, someone that's like towering and big when motherfuckers think that he are small. Like, oh shit, we're not small. I like to see that. These are games that the Heat need to steal. You know, the Heat have to learn how to be fucking thieves. Much like the Pittsburgh Steelers are thieves, if you catch my drift. Okay? They have to learn that shit. If they can learn how to do this shit, these kind of games, they win these kind of games. I said it before, how he was supposed to master the last 30 seconds in the game, the last minute in the game. That's when the real game begins. And that's kind of where the game began. But they fumbled it away. Fucking fumbled the ball, didn't hit the shot. Get the fuck out of here. It was there for them, for their taking. They didn't take it. Are they going to keep losing in streaks? I don't know. That's my last I don't know. Okay? All right, so I'm done. Studio Mogura, Mogura, thank you for listening. This has been Heat Cultura, Heat Cultura. Check out the other recordings and, you know, check out my pages and support. Later. Don't freak out. Just freak out.